Today we're taking a look at the WWE Mattel Elite Flashback. We've got Kamala. A seriously cool looking figure. I was able to pick this up from my local Kmart. The first time ever in Australia, Kmart have started stocking WWE Mattel Elite figures, and it is fantastic. I ended up picking up Kamala and also, oh yeah, the Macho Man, Randy Savage. Very excited to review both these figures. We'll start by taking a look at Kamala. This is a ridiculously good looking figure. I love the accessories he comes with, the detail on the face and everything too. I obviously started watching well after Kamala's time, but he's a very interesting looking character. He reminds me of like the 80s and early 90s version of Umaga. Just a big, I really love the gimmick, to be honest with you, like this African tribal monster kind of thing. I really rate that. I think it is a fantastic gimmick. The figure looks excellent. I'm very keen to get it opened up and out of packaging. In terms of packaging, we get a nice shot. Look at that. They say only a face a mother could love, and I think that's about right there. I love the subtle things, like let's paint the white around his mouth to make it look like he has this weird crooked kind of grin. He's cool. He reminds me of something my dad would have watched when he watched wrestling. You know, a little bit of George the Animal Steel. I just really like it. He's from Uganda. The Flying Splash. Never won any championships or anything, but then again, he doesn't really need to. He's a monster, you know what I mean? He's kind of a cool, unique character. I'm a big fan of this, and I'm not the biggest fan of the 80s cartoon style of wrestling. The other figures that they had at Kmart was pretty much the whole wave. They had the Phenom, The Undertaker, which I've reviewed. You can check that out on my channel. They had Y2J, Stupid Idiot, Chris Jericho, which the figure itself is okay, but has a few problems with the jacket. Check out my review on that. Magnum TA, I was going to pick up. I was very not keen, but I was basically had him in hand, about to purchase him, and at the last minute I backed out, mainly because I haven't seen a lot of him wrestle. The figure itself does look pretty cool. Ultimate Warrior, they had, it's okay, and then Shawn Michaels they didn't have, to be honest, but I have reviewed that one as well. So with that, let's get Kamala opened up and out of packaging. There is something very satisfying about this figure. Honestly, I think Mattel nailed it. It is, I don't know if it's one of my favorite figures, but it's definitely up there. It is really cool, and as someone who'd never, watched Kamala in his prime or anything like that, the figure itself just looks really nice. I don't know what else to say. I'll bring it forward so you can take a look at the face. They nailed that face scan. That looks excellent. I think it's really cool. The paint apps are fantastic. The detail is nice. I really love the backstory behind this. I like that sort of tribal monster theme. I'm going to go back, check out the WWE Network, and I guess see what I can find on this guy in terms of some of the promos and some of the pre-match stuff. The actual figure itself, great detail. Hopefully you guys can see that. Looks very accurate. One thing I love that is really good that I guess Mattel didn't cheap out on, and it's fantastic, just so you guys can see, he's wearing tights underneath, for those that are interested in looking at that. I really like the soft fabric cloth. I guess it's not a dress, but whatever it is, tribal garment. It's nice. It feels really good, and it doesn't restrict any articulation or anything like that. Speaking of articulation, he does have a little bit extra articulation to the standard Elite figure. Ball-jointed head, ball-jointed arms, swivel bicep, bend at the elbow, swivel in the wrist, swivel in the waist. He's got the ab crunch. Then in the legs, he has a swivel in the thigh, swivel in the legs, swivel in the knee, and then he has this new swivel in like the upper shin area, and then swivel in the ankle. So I guess there's the replacement for the boot swivel. So what's kind of nice is that we still get that articulation, even though it is visually slightly different. If you don't think that is a cool-looking figure, there is something wrong with you. I remember as a kid, and I go to America pretty frequently, and Hawaii and things like that, but it's like that old Easter Island head kind of thing. I don't know. I just really love that face mask. And I rate the spear too. I reckon it looks fantastic. It's something out of Indiana Jones. I don't know. I just really like the appearance, really like the gimmick of the figure. I'll bring it forward so you guys can see. Mattel nailed that face mask. Looks very creepy. If you were a kid and you saw that, I think you would shit your pants. Very nice. Good pinstriping on the shield. I guess it's a shield. A very cool figure. If you're a WWE fan, even if you're a younger fan that's never seen Kamala wrestle, do yourself a favor, one, and check him out on the WWE Network, but two, pick this figure up because it is a really cool looking figure. Just for comparison, I've got him with Bam Bam Bigelow and also Braun Strowman. He's ridiculously tall. Now, obviously, the mask does add a lot of height, but even without the mask, he's taller than Bam Bam, and he's only a little bit shorter than Braun Strowman, who's, taller than the Big Show. So he's a big dude, and a very cool-looking WWE figure at that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this review on the WWE Mattel Elite Flashback Series, Kamala.